Yo, Cop Chat TV, Burnley 3-1 win. Probably looked a bit more cleaner on paper than the actual game was. Had like a flu outbreak in the squad this week, so Alisson was out, Joe Gomez was out, Endo came back in, Trent and Robertson Carlos came back in, but both still trying to find match form. Kwanzaa came in because Konate was suspended, so the defense seemed a bit rocky. The first 15 minutes, they were pushing us. Once they were really on us, Kelleher made a couple good saves. I know a lot of times I've been knocking Kelleher, but he made a couple good saves this week. Midfield didn't really have control of the game. It was a bit basketballish. It was a bit ping-pongish, back to each way. Like, they definitely didn't come and park the bus against us. Jota got the first goal from a corner. Solid header. Like, how they've made a 5-foot-something man come and header it in a free header. And as soon as it went to him, you just know it was a goal. Trent assist, which makes Trent the highest assistant defender of all time in the Premier League. I think it's 58 assists. So he's broke the record, and he's 25, which is mad. Obviously, he had the record before, but joint with Robertson, they keep. So Robertson will probably get one. They keep doing it, but obviously Trent's way younger. So, but right now he's standing out there on his own, which is mad. Obviously, a lot of people Trent this, that. Burnley equalised with a corner. It was a tough one because they were coming down the left. Trent tackled the Brer, and but he's like, he didn't tackle him hard, so he tackled him, but the ball rolled onto the touchline and the Brer ran on and kept it in. Sent a crossover, went out for a corner. The corner's come in, and there, O'Shea is called, has headed it straight in the top corner. I don't want to say Alisson would have saved it. It was a good header, but why is a man getting a free header like that right before half time? 1-1, half time. I don't understand why we keep, obviously people are like, yeah, Klopp's making good changes, good half-time speeches, but why does it always need that? Why is that always necessary? Like, we're supposed to be controlling these teams better than this. But the amount of injuries we've got and had at the moment, like Thiago being out again, I don't even want to speak. If I speak, I'm just going to say it's money laundering at this point. Like, Arthur last season played 13 minutes, got paid for a whole season. This season, Thiago looks like he's dead. They're saying he might be out for the season. That's going to actually break the record. I think he's played like 8 minutes this season. 8 minutes. For what, 180 grand a week to play 8 minutes in a season? Like, listen, there's jobs out here for you, and look for the right job, because I need a job like that. Second half, Elliott's come on. Curtis Jones has gone right back. Elliott has... This is why I wanted Elliott to play against Arsenal, because he's busy. He's an option. He wants the ball. He's got down the right. Nice touch by Jota. Played in Elliott down the right. Elliott's kind of cut it back. It's got a bit deflected. Díaz has run, headed it near post. 2-1. They've had a couple chances, I'm not going to lie. They had a one-on-one, which might have been offside if it was a goal. But Kelleher saved it, and then they had another wide one-on-one from that Fofana, and he's hit it wide. So probably should have hit the target at least, you know. Nunez has got one late. Elliott again. I think it was a corner. A bit of play around the box. Elliott's got it on the right side of the box again, and like curled it far post. Just a bit behind Nunez, but he's got behind it and headed it back right side netting. I'm saying, yes, Nunez, good finishing. Couple minutes later, Nunez gets in, first touch, kills it dead, and then just toe punts it straight at the goalie. But to be fair to Nunez, I saw a stat, that's 12 goals in his last 12 games. So you can't really argue with that. It's just the up and downness of it that's just wild. Like, obviously Man City won, so we had to win. We're supposed to beat Burnley, and we beat them. As I said, the scoreline kind of... I say it was a bit unreflective, but to be fair, we could have scored more goals. Gakpo was desperate to get one at the end, but the ball just didn't drop for him. Jota had a couple like volley chances, but they weren't clean. As I said, Endo first game back, weren't too enamoured with his performance. A couple of times he got bounced off the ball. But we done what we had to do. We done our job. We got the 3 points. And at this point in the season, that's what it's all about. We miss Szoboszlai. We need Szoboszlai back or Bradley back and Trent into midfield. Something didn't sit right in the midfield. Something weren't exactly. I wanted to see Endo with McAllister in his normal position. But to be fair, I think McAllister's actually looked better in defensive midfield than he did today. He weren't really controlling the game how I thought he was going to. Yeah, it weren't really much to write home about today, but very important that after the Arsenal game we got back on the winning trail. So that's what we did. Who else can I shout out? Obviously Robertson back, needs the match fitness. Weren't his best performance, but he needs to get obviously match fit before the cup final. Same with Trent, really. He came off at half time, not sure why yet. Hopefully he's got the flu, but hopefully it's not an injury and he just was a bit under the weather and hopefully it's one of those ones. Hopefully Bradley's back as well. I know he's lost his dad, that's not no joke, so. But all the front three scored. Díaz, Jota and Nunez all scored. So even though we're missing Salah, our front three are scoring. We're just not controlling the game. And I think Szoboszlai helps us do that a lot with the energy he puts in, size, tidiness on the ball. So it's funny because Elliott played. It's tough on Elliott because it's like he can't get in a starting lineup. It's like he's better off the bench, but all that he does in the game, he's got to be getting a start soon. He has to be getting a start soon. Gravenberch never came on. 3 youngsters came on in the end. Bobby Clark, McDonnell, and who was the other one? Oh, it's Timiskas, not a youngster, sorry, just a squad man. Timiskas came back from injury. So, yeah, people are starting to come back at the right time for the final push of the season. So, yeah, man. Solid win, 3-1. Not really too much to write home about, not really too much to say about it, but good game nonetheless. A needed win, very needed. Results business. We needed the result. The performance would have been nice if we mashed them up how we mashed up Chelsea, but right now we just got to keep marching on, man. Club Chat TV, Bonski.